Welcome back to your favorite cryptopreneurship show. My name is Paul, the Crypto Factor. If it's your first time here on this channel, we talk all about crypto and hairstyling tips. And today we're going to be talking about when will the top be in? When is the top, the potential top? What can we do around it for our strategy? We're going to be talking about Bitcoin. We're going to be talking about Caspa. We're going to be talking about Solana. And we're going to be talking about XRP. Now, I want to start talking about the Bitcoin price. I want to get straight into it, but give me a second here because unfortunately, I did not open any tabs because I was sleeping. Literally, I was just sleeping before this. So, very professional video as always here because not that I forget anything. So what do we have here? We have Caspa, we have, Solana. Let's do Solana coin. So we're doing a technical overview on the fly live, so I don't even know what I'm going to see, and that's how we do it. A lot of people do technical analysis beforehand, and so you should because you don't have to do technical analysis live. And the people that do, they're talking shit. But you can give a technical overview like I'm giving, which is what I'm going to do today. And again, forgive me for not being ready, but this is what live streams are all about. By the way, since we did such a professional, amazing introduction, sponsored by Polkadot. Polkadot, you did the right thing by sponsoring this video. We get everything right. We forget to open stuff, but we'll be talking about Polkadot as well later on in this video. But Polkadot is making a comeback, is coming out with Polkadot 2.0, is implementing a lot of things, so it is worth it for you to check Polkadot out. And let's have a look right here. We're looking at Bitcoin on the daily chart. We're down back again at 69,500. We went a little bit lower than that a couple of days ago, but it looks good. Look, we went up high. This actually looks like it's a cup and handle, okay? This could become a cup and handle with the inverse heads and shoulders right here, followed by a cup and handle. This is actually pretty bullish in my opinion. All you have to do is break these all-time highs or break this resistance right here at 72K. Once that's broke, blue sky breakout, price discovery, make that support, then we'll look for the next leg up. Now, do keep in mind this could take a while. This could take weeks, this could take months, it could take days as well. But right now, as long as we're staying in this range, I do think an alt season is imminent, or a mini alt season is imminent around this time over here. Now, that said, we are expecting a summer dump, right? So be very careful. Don't know if that's going to be after we rally to 84K. Mark this video. 84K or 98K, but around that time we should get a dump in Bitcoin around maybe 30, maybe 40%. Now, last time I said that we only had 20% discount or 20% pullback, so maybe it's a little bit more, maybe it's a little bit less, but I'm looking at a 30 to 40% pullback. And what I want to do here, as a matter of fact, I want to see who's in the chat, say hi to you, and start answering your questions after I give you a little bit of analysis of what's going on. And I do see Amitpal Sain saying hi. We're going to be talking about that as well. We'll be talking about Polkadot. I see Kelvin, my man. I see Caroline. How you doing? Raman. I'm seeing quite, my man Dimitris Karagalopoulos Enrique is here. So yes, I see a lot of people here. Ask your questions in the chat. I will be answering all your questions. But let's move on to Caspa real quick. Now, we are not sponsored. We are not sponsored by Caspa, and I have interviewed Caspa. I have an interview link in the description down below. But we do have an AMA coming up with Caspa on Tuesday, 5 o'clock EEST time. That's 2 hours before whatever time you're watching this right now. And we'll be having an AMA, a live AMA where you can ask your questions. So after this video, after this live stream, I will make that live so you can join, right? And then you can actually ask any questions you want from the Caspa team. But if you look at the Caspa right now, we're sitting at 16 cents. Now, we're sitting at 16 cents on the daily here. Looks like we're just made this support. Let's just confirm that on the weekly. Yeah. So it looks like we're establishing a nice support area here. I expect this to go to maybe 15, 14 cents, then come back, making sorry, excuse me, I just woke up as I said. But breaking this high or little resistance of, what is it, 17, 18 cents over here, and once 17 cents, and once that breaks, I do believe we're going to challenge 18 cents, then 19 cents, and break out. And once we break out, that's blue sky breakout price discovery for Caspa. Now, how high do I think Caspa will go? Now, I don't know how fast it's going to get to where I'm going to predict right now, but keep a couple of levels in mind. First of all, I'll be taking profits at Caspa towards the end of the bull market. We'll talk about when that is, around 92 cents to $1.28. Now, pay attention because I'm not calling the top here, okay? Depending when it gets to that 1.92, sorry, that 92 cents to $1.28, depending how fast when it gets there, that's where I'll be taking profits, waiting for a pullback. Then I will either buy the pullback, depending where we are in the market, and I'll explain later on why, or I will be buying higher once we break $2 and have blue sky breakout again, depending again when we are in the bull market. And yes, it does make sense to buy higher because you're keeping yourself safe. I will explain that as well later on. Ask me later on, I'll explain what I mean later. But I'm very bullish on Caspa. I do believe Caspa is going to do very well. We were one of the first channels to call Caspa pretty early, but in this case, not as early as others. I was in hospital fighting cancer at the time. It took me a couple of months when I got out of hospital to gather my thoughts, get back. And then I think we talked about Caspa, what was it? Was it April? Was it March? I can't really remember. February, but around that time is when we started getting into Caspa. Before that, I couldn't get into it. I was in hospital. You guys know the story. For those of you who don't, I fought cancer, had bone marrow transplant. It's a long story. Doesn't really matter. But I do think Caspa is going to do very well. Let's talk about Solana now. Solana also in the weekly here looks like it's finding a bottom. Again, we have a nice, we can't really call it inverted heads and shoulders, but it is a bullish pattern finding support here. Of course, we need to break 164, and once that's broken, I do think we're going to challenge 170. And then once that breaks, makes this support around 170 to 175, it's accumulation. People are probably going to accumulate at this area right here. And if we break out over 175 up here, the top 175 that is, then I think we're going to re-challenge all-time highs. Let's go to the monthly. And if I'm not mistaken, all-time highs as well. Yeah, about 207, let's call it $200. Breakout of $200. And I'm looking, just make sure if there's a bigger, sorry, 250, yeah, I remember it now. 250, but once we break out over $200, re-challenge 250, blue sky breakout, I'm looking at a $600 to $700 Solana by the end of this bull market, meaning by the end of 2024, actually. And then we'll see if it can go higher than that, but that's the range I'm looking at. As for XRP, probably zero. Just kidding, just kidding. Okay, so XRP dropped down here all the way to 48 cents again. Go to the monthly. You gotta love these drops. I'm not gonna talk about XRP, how they're dumping tokens on your ass. You don't want to listen, and that's fine. What I am gonna tell you is that XRP better real quickly make this support and go up, because if it doesn't, this does not look good. This chart does not look good at all. You don't want it to go lower than this. It does look like it might be making this support, but the more time something hits support, the weaker it gets. So let's see what happens. Again, it does look like it's making this support. Let's hope it does. And if it breaks out, I would personally buy XRP within 52 cents and $1. That's when I would accumulate XRP. Then I have a clear sort of strategy. If it goes under 72 cents, I was wrong. I could I could sell, cut my loss. If it goes over $1, and then if it goes up and it breaks $1, we're looking at it re-challenging all-time highs and possibly getting to $4 to $7 by the end of the bull market. Best case scenario. Also has some resistance around $2 or so, but that's different. But that's there, and it will probably break it depending on when it gets there. But I wouldn't buy XRP now. I'm not holding XRP now. There's no point. There's opportunity cost. Let it break 72 cents. Buy it higher. Why would you buy it higher? Because other coins are outperforming it and make more X's, and you're missing those gains waiting for something that might never happen. I'm not saying it's not going to ever happen, but I mean, the charts don't lie, right? Price doesn't lie. So as much as you may be an XRP maxi or whatever you want to be, let me just close this Telegram. You want to admit when you're wrong, or at least strategize around the possibility that you could be wrong. So we talked about XRP, we talked about Solana, we talked about Caspa. What about Bitcoin? Where do I see Bitcoin going by the end of this bull market? And again, I'll tell you when I think the end will be. And I would be taking profits around 84,000 to 98,000 and 98,000 like I told you. But I'm seeing the top around $140,000. Okay, now, if it breaks that, we can see a $200,000 Bitcoin. Okay, but sometimes you gotta sacrifice that extra for safety. And I'm not saying to sell all your Bitcoin, by the way. I never sell all my Bitcoin, just take profits. But all these price predictions or price ranges I'm telling you to take profits on every single coin right now, you have to understand, sometimes it's not worth the risk for it to go higher. For example, if Solana goes to $600, $700, okay, and you've made $100,000, what's the difference if it goes to 1,000? Like, why would you risk that for not even a 1x, like a like a double? I don't know if it makes sense. It makes sense to take profits, get into something else, right? So at some point, when you make a 10x, don't sacrifice a 10x for an 11 or 12x. I don't know if that makes sense. Unless you want to take profits, right? Unless you want to take profits and hold some just in case, which is pretty much what I do on most coins, on a lot of coins, you want to be wary of that. Now, as for the top of this crypto market, I'll tell you when I think the top of Bitcoin will come in play, okay? And this is not 100%, but it is a possibility, and I want to strategize around that just in case, okay? So it's not like a Paul, the crypto factor says it's going to end on this thing. No, I'm not saying that. When I'm saying that there's a possibility, and since that possibility is there, we need to strategize around it. And I'm looking at the Bitcoin top to come in end of 2024, beginning 2025. So the first quarter of 2025, I'm looking at that Bitcoin top. Now, beware, pay attention. Just because Bitcoin will make a top doesn't mean altcoins will. Altcoins will probably rally for a month or two after that. And then as Bitcoin goes down, they'll come and they'll overtake Bitcoin. And it's not going to be like a straight down, like next day down. It's going to go down, it's going to come back up. People are going to think it's going to go and pass all-time highs. They're going to get bullish, it's going to go down. But people will keep buying the dips, and it'll go down more, and they'll buy the dips, and they'll go down more, and they'll buy the dips again, it'll go down even more. And guess what? Suddenly you realize you're in a bear market. And I warned about this last time at the top of the last bull market and the previous one. And people didn't understand it. I'm telling you in this one as well. You're going to be buying the dips, and it's just going to be dipping lower, and I can't possibly go down lower, and it will. That's going to happen. It happens every time. It's going to happen this time. Let me just open up my soda because I'm thirsty. We have a bit of a mini heat wave here in Greece. So beware. And when I say the top can come in, I'm not telling you to exit all markets, but if you've made like $300,000, $400,000, $500,000, take $350,000 out. You don't have to be greedy. See, bears make money, bulls make money, but pigs get slaughtered. Okay? Pigs are the greedy people. They're the greedy ones. They're pigs, and they get slaughtered. They get they are the suckers. And most of you, yes, you too, most of you, I know you don't want to hear this, but you have to, so you're not going to be one of these people, but you're probably one of those 95%. Most people lose money, okay? All these genius YouTubers you're looking at, traders, this, that, talking about crypto, they always get wrecked. Most of them, not all of them. Some of them do very well. But most of them get wrecked. A lot of people get wrecked. A lot of people are claiming they made more than they have. And every single time they make a mistake. And I've seen, I'm not going to mention names this time, but the big crypto YouTubers, they're all geniuses in bull markets. Oh, see, I told you exactly how I predicted this, that. Yeah, everyone's a genius in the bull market. Everyone. Everyone gets it right. Even if it goes down a little bit, obviously it's going to go up. Where were these people in the bear market? I was right here in the bear market working with you, accumulating. We were trading the bear market, making money. We were living off of crypto. Where is everyone else in the bear market? They kept on making the wrong calls, getting people wrecked. And it's going to happen again. Right now, everyone's a genius. I'm telling you, there's these new people coming out, these kids with 200,000 probably fake views and subscribers. Everyone thinks they're a genius. They're wrong. I'm telling you right now. And you'll see it. You'll see it. Every single time. It takes a lot of experience. And the fact that it's so easy or looks so easy is why it's so dangerous, if that makes sense, okay? And that's why people get wrecked. People take it for granted, like everything in life. And I'm not telling you this because I'm smart or I'm pretending to be smart. I'm telling you this because it happens all the time statistically. People get wrecked, right? And there's something called the Dunning-Kruger effect. And I'm not talking about they're so stupid that they cannot realize they're stupid. I'm not talking about that. But there's a chart in a Dunning-Kruger that the more confident you are about something, the less intelligent you are. So the peak, it comes up, the peak confidence comes up here, and then there's a reality check, and then you slowly with experience get it right. And that's what I always think of. Whenever I'm 100% on something, whenever I'm like confident about something, I'm like, whoa, Paul, you might be wrong. Maybe you're not a genius. Take a step back, strategize around that as well. Does that make sense? So that you can protect yourself and protect your gains and actually walk away from this bull market with money. Now, as for Polkadot, our sponsor right there, I think in every bull market, you hear everybody talking about, oh, get into new coins. New coins always take the top 10, top 20. No, they don't. All right? It's usually a mix between new coins and older coins that woke up, that come out of the unexpectedly and make massive gains. Okay? So the top 10, top 20 is a mix of old coins and new coins. Shit, I can tell you two off my head right now. Bitcoin and Ethereum. Right? Solana. They're always up there. So you have to understand some older players do make a comeback, whether it's because of hype, whether it's because they're actually doing something. Well, Polkadot, I think it's going to actually make a comeback, and it's because they're doing something. Polkadot is actually doing something. They're coming out with Polkadot 2.0. They're getting into AI. There's a whole bunch of things they're into. I don't want to get into it in this live stream because I'm actually making a dedicated video on this. But if you look at Polkadot, they are actually doing a lot of marketing, which is a good thing, by the way. Because a lot of projects don't. A lot of projects did what they did. They made their money from the hype. They made their money. Now they're sitting around and they know they're just going to make money, or they know that people are just going to buy it because they're big, right? Well, Polkadot is actually spending money. They're actually doing marketing. So that's a good sign. They're not here to take your money, right? Now, the price right now, it's under $10 where? Right here. 6.5 is down, is right here, right? And we're looking over here, hopefully we're at support and at the bottom. Now, do I think Polkadot's going to go all the way up to $54 here? It's possible. I'm not saying it's going to do it 100%. It could even break out and go to $200. But what I'm looking at Polkadot coming up to $23, making a nice 3x here. Then take profits and wait, maybe hold some. And then if it breaks up above 36, I'll probably come back in because it's probably going to re-challenge all-time highs, where I would take profits again And then if it breaks, it's blue sky breakout, price discovery. So you want to go in levels when it comes to Polkadot here. Or you could just buy and hold, right? You could just buy, hold, whatever happens, happens, and it's part of your portfolio. I'm just telling you what I would do if I was trading in a nutshell. But I am holding Polkadot. It's part of my crypto portfolio. And you have to understand that when you make 100x predictions, because I have made 100x predictions, they're all part of a crypto portfolio. Why? Because from your whole portfolio, some will do good, some will do bad, some will do exceptionally well, and some will go shit. And you want to balance your crypto portfolio in such a way so you can get those X's, but you also want to be able to protect yourself to actually make money in the bull market in case you were wrong on those picks. So that's something that you can actually do. And you can balance your portfolio out. We could talk about that in another video if you want. But generally speaking, that's what you're supposed to do. That's how you become successful in cryptocurrency, if that makes sense. Let me drink some water. All right, so let's answer your questions. Amrit Balsai says, how are you, Paul? I'm good, man. What do you think about the price prediction Polkadot this bull run? Look, there is a chance it can go to all-time highs and re-challenge them. And I think is that what, a 5x? I think that's very possible, very likely. Let's see how it goes. It's part of my portfolio. I think it's going to do very well. We talked about it just now, and I showed you my levels. But I do believe it's worth holding Polkadot in your portfolio. And personally, I am as well. Now, am I wrong? I might be wrong. I don't know, okay? But it should be part of your portfolio, in my opinion. Kelvin, I'm waiting for my sexy masculine Paul. Yeah, I need time, man. I need time to cut. I'm on a cut now. Even though I ate ice cream today. Bro, I'm not that masculine. I used to be masculine, right? I used to bodybuild, I used to kickbox, I used to do a whole bunch of shit before cancer. Now I'm not that big. I mean, come on. Like, you can't really say. I guess maybe a little bit, but not that much. Caroline, how are you? Nice to see you here. Hey man, why PAL so much down? It happens, and yes, I think buying more would make sense depending on how much you're invested. Because look, if you have, let's just say you have a portfolio of $20,000 and you have $3,000 or $4,000 of PAL and it went down, should you buy the PAL dip? No. No, in my opinion, you shouldn't, because you can buy something else just in case we're wrong. We just talked about this earlier on. So while PAL is a good hold and a good play, I'm staking PAL and I'm holding PAL as well, so I can sell in time in case it goes up before my staking period ends, but also for my staking period is a long-term hold. I'm holding it. But if you are holding, let's say, $20,000 and half of that is in PAL, of course not. Or $4,000 in PAL, no, of course not. But if you have like $500 in PAL of a $5,000-$10,000 portfolio, then yes, maybe you want to buy another $500. It all depends. It's a balance on portfolio, right? Depending on what else you have. How many other AI coins do you have? Is it set up in such a way for success, right? Like this video if you understand what I'm trying to say. It's about portfolios, not cryptocurrencies. It's about a venture capitalist approach, not a lucky draw when it comes to crypto investing, right? No one hit the like button, so no one understood that. Okay, great. Okay, one like. Awesome. So somebody got it. Good. Do I have to say my sex joke for you to like hit the like button? Really? Do I have anything funny around here? No. Yeah, I have something funny. Look, my girlfriend makes fun of me because whenever I buy things at the supermarket, I'm a bit weird. Very masculine. As Kelvin said earlier on, I'm very masculine because I buy like Spider-Man Kleenex tissues for my nose. It's a true story. I'm not making this up. I buy either Marvel or especially Spider-Man, and that's how masculine I am. So if you like Spider-Man, especially the cartoon version, like this one right here, right? Then go ahead, hit the like button. That was embarrassing. But it's true. Can't hide it. Demetrius Konagopoulos, my man. Can't wait for the live of the best channel. Thank you very much, man. Paul, need update and thoughts about the market. Just gave them, dude. Just gave them. Oh, you probably wrote that before I went live. Now you're watching live, which is great. Nice to have you here. Johan says, hey, Paul. How you doing, man? Mohammed says, hey, Paul, are you still bullish on CIDES? Yes. And I'm bullish on gaming as well. And a lot of coins that I was bullish on, I'm still bullish on. I just think you need time. They had their run. You should have took profits when I told you. A lot of people didn't. And now they're getting worried about if they're going to go up again. And I think they will. Now, don't feel bad if you didn't take profits. I didn't take profits on all of them either, right? I was giving you the play. Doesn't mean I followed through on every single one. I did on most of them, right? But I'm still holding, I'm still bullish, I'm still have nothing has changed fundamentally except the narrative and the timing in the market. So yes, I'm still bullish. I just think we need more time, but if it's part of your portfolio like we've been talking about, and I'm getting out some portfolio videos out soon. By the way, I have a new editor, will be editing my videos, so I should be able to get more out. We're gonna try it out this week. I should be able to get more videos out. So yeah, make sure you don't miss those videos. A couple of sponsored ones, but the rest of them. By the way, guys, a lot of times I make sponsored videos. And even though I call out red flags and I call out scams in sponsored videos, you have to understand that a sponsored video sometimes consists of an overview, not a deep dive. And I only do, when I do a sponsored video, I do the overview live, like I push record and I overview it and I edit it down, right? You have to do your own research on those sponsored videos because sometimes there's something I might miss. Obviously, if I see something that's a scam, I'll call it out, but sometimes these are a bit hidden. So make sure you do your own due diligence. The only thing I can promise you is that I will always say it's a sponsored video and try to call out red flags or scams in that video. Honestly, it's brutal. You know this. I've been in trouble before by companies because I said there were scams in the sponsored video. I hope you appreciate that. I've lost those sponsorships and agents. But you have to do your own research on those sponsored videos, okay? Just keep that in mind, right? And no, again, this video is sponsored by Polkadot, but I was talking about Polkadot before they sponsored me. If you've watched my earlier videos, Polkadot was part of it, right? So use some common sense as well, yes? Is there a super chat in here? There is a, hey, Bill S, man, your thoughts on Andy meme coin. So, Bill, we talked about this before, man. There's nothing to have thoughts about when there is meme coins. There's, like, look, let me show you something. This is Andy, it's on base, so it'll probably do well because it's on base. But look, okay, right now it's chopping over here. This probably low liquidity, so very easy to go down or up from here. Break 0.044, blue sky breakout, price discovery, but that's new coins are constantly in blue sky discovery, so there's no prediction to be made. There's no price history because it's a new coin. It's constantly in blue sky breakout and price discovery when it goes up, so there's nothing to say here. There is no analysis. And look, guys, if you're trying to get some sort of logic in meme coins, you can't. You really can't. It's very hard to find the correct meme coins, which is why I call very low amounts of them. So I was talking about Normie coin, and then they rug pulled, but I told you it's a strong team, and they came back and they gave a new airdrop. Right? So they're still in play. And I still think Normie can do very well. Andy can do very well as well, but I don't know them that much. Right? I'm more bullish on Normie than I am on Andy. But it's a meme coin. This is a take profit fast gamble. Right? So there's not much to say. And I don't know it as a meme coin because I don't like extensively deep dive in meme coins, right? Just a couple. So those are my thoughts, man. I'm sorry to disappoint you, but that's the truth, man. Crypto Clown World, what's up, man? We still aren't bullish enough. Who's not bullish enough? I'm bullish enough. I'm extremely bullish. I don't know about you guys, but I'm also patient. Then again, I live off crypto since 2017, so I'm kind of used to this. I literally live off it. Hello, Paul from Arizona. I'm Greek, by the way. Hey, man, how are you? I like your work. Thank you very much. What do you think of SNS Synesis 1? I think it's a bit confusing because SNS is also Solaris, another AI crypto coin, or Sonorous, sorry. I don't know about Synesis 1. I haven't really looked at it. Having a look at it real quick. May 22, so it's an old coin. Came down, did a nice run. People probably pumped the shit out of it here in 2024 and back down. Ooh. So, if I were to get into this coin, I'd wait first of all. Well, no, if I would get into this coin, I would probably get into it right now, but in a small amount. And if it goes up, great. But I can't really give you much of an analysis right now on, without really deep diving into it. Okay, Fuels AI. So it's an AI play. So you might want to get into this because it went up with the AI, took the dive. You might want to get into it as a risk play. This could be a risk play. It's down 84% though, and it hasn't really I don't like it when I see charts like this. Let's look at the monthly. Yeah, I don't know, man. I wouldn't buy it unless it broke 0.052. Then I would reevaluate. But until it breaks 0.0552, sorry, I wouldn't even look at it, man. Has to break this, make it support, then I will look at it for another run. I wouldn't waste my time because it's opportunity cost. Because you could be looking into this, it might not run, something else runs, you're losing the money over there. So I would not look at it right now. The gains are very small to that level, so it's worth the risk to get into it higher rather than now and then hope and pray, if that makes sense. Finally caught the... Oh, Khan, my man. Hope all is well, Paul. Very well, man. Thank you very much. Really appreciate you, man. June pump or July, inshallah. We don't know. I know a lot of people... So, all I know, a lot of people, try to do these, this June we'll do this and this June we'll do that. Very difficult to call that. I would, if I were a betting man, which I am, I would say slowly up. So from now till September, slowly up. Some point we're going to have maybe up and a dump, but generally speaking, we're going to have a slowly up. That's all I can tell you here. I will do some analysis though at some point, but it's better to look long term in this case and not worry about the in-betweens at this time of the market. I know we made some perfect calls on the top and the bottom and the dumps and everything and all this stuff. We got a lot of stuff right, but so many technicals got into place so perfectly and so many other factors, it was a bit easier to call. Generally speaking, it's easier at this time of the market just to look at long term and not try to predict anything, if that makes sense. Hello, Paul. I hope this finds you well. How's your health? I'm doing great, man. My health is fine. My hormones are a bit out of whack. I'm trying to take testosterone replacement therapy, but I'm not a responder. So even though I'm taking the higher than the upper limits of before testosterone therapy is considered steroids, my testosterone is just lower normal levels. So I'm trying to fix that. And I got a few doctors, some very famous doctors as well, working with me on that. But generally speaking, I'm great, man. Thank you. Hi guys, watching from the UK. My man, I was actually born in the UK. Did you know that? London. How's Enfield? Hey, thoughts on Aurora? I don't have any thoughts on Aurora, man. I'm sorry. Brett is pumping. How high can it go? Blue Sky, we don't know. It's a new coin. There's no price history. And every time it pumps, it's going to be in Blue Sky Breakout. It's going to be constantly in Blue Sky Breakout and price discovery. So we don't know how high it can go. What we do know is we called it, we got in, we took profits, and we have a big amount, and it's sitting there making us money right now. We're making money on Brett. And people were saying when it dumped and everyone was talking shit, I said buy. And people were saying, oh, yeah, what you talking about? Blah. And now everyone's talking about Brett. So let's see what happens. Also, Normie has a new contract address. Make sure you don't buy the wrong one if you do. Is RWA and DPIN will pump like AI in the next bull run? Yeah. RWA and DPIN, in my opinion, it will go up in this bull market too, but not as much as the next bull market. I think the next bull market will possibly be the narrative for the next one. I think we're too early for DPIN and real world assets. Even though there's some good projects out there and we're in, we are in quite a few of them. I think the big, massive boom will be in the next one, not this one. If Bitcoin goes to 84 to 90K, will altcoins follow or only Bitcoin? Like, I know I'm bold, but this is not a crystal ball. There's so many factors involved in how it goes up, when it goes up. So that, I can only call it closer. Like, technical analysis is not like a prophecy. It's like when you see trends break, and then you see things. And that's why we usually get it before. Now, you can look at long-term shit like top of Bitcoin and stuff like that. But it's very hard to say when altcoins will run before the indicators come in or the indications come in that they will run. More than likely, yes, but we don't know. In late 2021, everything went down together. Well, did it though? Well, I'm not gonna, if you know what, maybe again. I do believe that when the Bitcoin top comes in and it goes down, altcoins might go down, but I think they will go up. I think it takes like a couple of months or a couple of weeks more than Bitcoin. I can't really remember right now, but I'm not going to sit and look for it. But regardless, that's my what I feel is going to happen this time, Henry. Shaddesh mentioned in your interview about a medium biggish announcement coming soon. Can you ask him about that in the AMA? Hey Franny, yes I can, but please come to the AMA and ask, because I might forget. And also we're gonna have a lot of people asking questions, and I want them. The point of the AMA is for people to ask questions. So it's on Tuesday, 5 o'clock EET time, Israeli time, right, or Greek time, same time. And 5 o'clock, and please be there, man, to ask the question, man. Even though if you don't, I'm sure somebody else will. Yazar says, risk management allows you to be a genius whenever you feel like one. Yeah, pretty much. BNB is going crazy. Are you holding? Yes. Cake follows BNB pump. I'm staking Cake. Yep, me too. Very good, very good. Kusama is the leverage play on DOT, just saying. Maybe, maybe not. I'm not looking at that right now. All the old boomer coins will pump soon. DOT, ADA, Atom. I don't know about all of them. I don't know about ADA. We'll see. Hey, Paul, what are your thoughts on PlayDAP? I don't know it, man. I don't know anything about it, so I can't really have any thoughts on it. When should I trade my Ethereum Classic to Solana for more profits? Like, you know, you're probably new to this channel. So I told you to get into Solana last time at under $10, and the time before that at $2. But I told you not to get into the Ethereum Classic. We did that trade when there was a lot of hype on the Ethereum Classic, and I told everyone to get out and get into other coins like Solana. So you're very late to this, in my opinion. Do I see Dynex being a strong AI coin this bull market? Chart is looking bullish. What's Dynex? So the charts does look bullish, actually. I'm not gonna lie. Even though there's not much price history, because I like coins being older for price history, this does look bullish, only at 400% or 450% up, which is nothing for crypto at 558 right now. No, this is a bullish chart, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'd like it to... No, actually, it's a bullish chart. This is like... I would wait because it's a pretty fast pump here. I would wait for this to become support. Maybe give it a week. But Dynex, for example, would be something that I would open my crypto bubbles. I would write Dynex. And what I would do is I would put it in watching until I see if I want to buy it. So now, if I go to my watching here, you see, it made a really big pump. I want to wait and see how this does for a while. And then something I'm watching. G-Swift, we're already in. I got out, waiting to get back in. We're actually in XLR. So we have small positions already, yeah. But yeah, that's something to look at, man. Good call. Oops. Morning. Seeing all the good news with Caspa, did your price prediction ranges go up? No, my price prediction ranges are the same because they're ranges. So when I say 92 cents to $1.28, take profits, that's the range. That's still the range. Caspa can go to $2 to $3 in my opinion, this bull market. But I'm still taking profits at range because unless it goes up higher than that, that might even be the top depending on when it gets there. That said, it can always go more than that, but it's nice to protect yourself and strategize around so you can take profits, make sure you actually make money and not get left holding your shirt or having no shirt at the end of the bull market like the XRP army. So what you want to do is you want to actually take profits at that level, maybe not sell your whole position, then either buy the dip depending on how it gets to the dip and what time we are in the market, and also see if it makes sense to buy back higher if it keeps going back up, if it breaks that level. But at that point, it all depends. It all depends, and I'll make a video explaining exactly what I mean and how I mean it. I think I've made videos before on that. But yeah. Do you hold Destro Network? A lot of hype behind? No, I don't. I don't go by hype, generally speaking. If Bitcoin goes to 84 to 90K, should I take 40% of my crypto out? I am. 84 to 90K. I'll take 40% out, right? Depending on how hard it gets there, when it gets there, and so on. And then what I will do is I'll wait for that dip. If the dip has already happened, if we already went down 30%, no, I won't. I'll wait, right? And maybe take as much as I need out. Also, it depends. Is it end of 2024, beginning 2025? I'd be more cautious. If it's after that, then we're probably going into extended market. Maybe I would. It all depends on the time. It's not just about price. It's about time. When in the time of the market you do this, right? That's why it's better to ask me at that time or around that time rather than now till then. Because everyone's trying to make a plan for later on, when this happens, when that happens. And while you can have something in your head, Mike Tyson said it best. Everybody has a plan till I punch them in their mouth. Because things happen, different things happen, right? So we'll see how it goes. Hit that like button if that makes sense. If you're a Mike Tyson, by the way, who's a Mike Tyson fan? I'm a Mike Tyson fan. I was really looking forward to Mike Tyson beating the shit out of Jake Paul in July. I'm not saying I don't like Jake Paul. I just, when you have somebody like Mike Tyson and you grew up with him, you want him to win, right? So, and that guy looks fucking strong as shit, right? So, but now it's moved to November But what do you guys think? Like, anybody here a Mike Tyson fan? Hit the like button if you're a Mike Tyson fan. Hit the like button if you think Mike Tyson will knock out Jake Paul. And I'm not gonna say, but you know, I wouldn't fuck with Mike. Have you heard Mike Tyson taunting? Like, Jake Paul will say something like, oh yeah, I'll knock this old guy out, whatever, right? And Mike Tyson be like, see, you don't seem to understand. And he's got a lisp that makes it scarier, right? And he's like, I used to watch you when you used to dance on YouTube as a kid. You used to do things for me. I really like it. I used to get turned on. And you're thinking to yourself, Mike Tyson, I don't want you to get turned on. You're going to rape the fuck out of me. Like, and you know, his threats is like, you know, he says some crazy shit like, I'm going to make you my girlfriend. You're going to love me. You're going to have my children. You're going to love me. Like the guy is really, it's some scary shit. There's one thing when somebody like taunts you and says, I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, man, I'm gonna smash your face in. And it's another thing when he's talking about raping you and you having his children and loving him for it. Only Mike Tyson could say shit like that and scare the shit out of people like that, man. Jake Paul sleeping at night, dreaming Mike Tyson right next to the bed. I'm gonna make you love me. Sol versus Base. What's the difference? Which is better? Base is a completely different chain. It's a narrative. It's a narrative play, a new narrative play. Base and Linear. You want to get coins on there for those massive unexpected gains. Solana is an established chain that's being used. One's for utility, one's for potential. All right, that's the best way I can describe it. Let me lower this fan a little bit. XRP ready to rock. XRP has been ready to rock for the last 3 years. But yeah, man. If Ajax drops further, would it be wise to sell and buy back later? That's kind of hard to say because there's a merge coming right now. I think Fetch, Ajax, and Ocean is becoming one coin called ASI. And that might be a sell the news event, and you might want to take advantage around that. But I wouldn't sell completely because I think I would want that coin. I think it's going to go up, even if it initially goes down. Blue Collar Man, only so many characters I can use in one comment, but that's to sum it up. Her showing me this unrealistic profit in 30 seconds. All the makings of a scam to me. I don't know what you're referring to or what you're talking about, man. Good morning, Paul. Price prediction, render, and chain link this bull cycle. Let's talk about this bull market, shall we? So let's look at render real quick. And it's not price prediction, but it's sitting at $9 right now. Let's just wait for this to load because I don't know why it's taking so long. Please wait a minute. Okay, there you go. So render's at $9 right now, and you're safe all the way down to 7.8, by the way, which is previous all-time highs. And for Blue Sky breakout, you break 30. Look, I'm looking at $20, $25 render. And I think that's the same prediction I said when we were all the way back down here. So, yeah, I think this is going to be re-challenged. And I'm looking at a $20 render to $25 by the end of this bull market. Can it go higher? Yes, it can. Right? But let's just play it safe and conservative. And as for Link, which we also called very early, it's been stalling. But I do think that Link will at least re-challenge all-time highs by the end of this bull market. So $50 at least is going to re-challenge them. If it breaks them and makes it support, we can talk again. But for right now, I'm looking for it to re-challenge it. But it needs to break this $21 for it to even have a chance to re-challenge that. I hope that answers your question. And yes, I am bullish on Link, and I do hold Link, by the way. I'm just not a hype I'm just not one of those 1,000, 2,000x people that other channels are. I'm trying to keep it a little bit more realistic. Steven, love you, man. How high will render? I just told you, man. Hoping 3x. Oh yeah, easy 3x. Yeah, 3x is easy, man. Are you bullish on base? Yes, I am. We talked about base, and I'm also bullish about Linea, by the way. Alt season will come after we reach 100,000 subscribers. Man, I need 100,000 subscribers. Guys, if you haven't subscribed already, subscribe down below. Hit the subscribe button. Help me out here, but only if you watch my videos. If you don't watch my videos, don't subscribe. There's no point. But if you like these kind of videos, or if you like watching some of my videos, whether they're live streams, whether they're videos, whether they're whatever, right? Go ahead, subscribe down below, and hit that bell notification button. I would really appreciate it. Here, I'll even put a graphic on the screen for you to like the video, and I'll even put a nice subscribe. Oh, damn it, I don't have a subscribe thing. Oh well, but subscribe anyway. I used to have a subscribe button here. For some strange reason, it's not on here anymore. Opinion on base AI and Pepe Coin. I don't have an opinion on based AI. I think it'll probably do good just because of the base narrative. We just talked about that. Pepe Coin, I think it's Pepe Coin. We called Pepe Coin before it even made a move. We made a huge amount of, we made a fortune on Pepe Coin. Told you to take profits. And then when it did the dump, I told you that it's going to challenge Shiba Inu at some point in this bull market. People made fun of me, people laughed. But now look what's happening. It's going to challenge Shiba Inu. It's taking market share. And I think it's going to get up there. So I think it's worth being in there. Hey, Paul, do you know anything about based AI? I know it's on base, which means it's probably a good play, if anything. Even if I know nothing about it, but it's on base. Some will take off. And even if it's a complete piece of shit, some complete shit coins will take off on base, even if they are. So you probably know more about it than me, but I think it might do well. NFTs were the rage last bull market, and memes are the current rage. No, meme coins come and go every bull market. Your thoughts on crazy celebrity and me? Oh, fucking. No, because most of them are scams. And I talked about meme coins. All these meme coins coming out, it's not because they're all the rage. It's because whales are selling to people in crypto. They knew the retail wasn't here yet. They're just getting in now. And they were taking advantage of degens getting bored. And they're taking their money. That's number one. Number two, everybody and their mother is making meme coins. You can make a meme coin in 30 minutes to a couple of hours. It's very cheap on Solana and other things. It's automated. Most of them are automated and made. They're all fucking scams. Almost all of them. Right? So be very careful when it comes to meme coins. Do you think CAS 1 year having stabilized the price during the bear market as supply is less and demand stays the same? I think CAS 1 year having can stabilize. I don't think it can. No, it's not going to stabilize the price in the bear market unless it goes down first and then stabilize. All coins will go down in the bear market. I don't want to hear this shit about, oh, this coin's going to be different. It's not going to go down in the bear market. Alex Becker used to say shit about that, shit like that about gaming tokens, and I called him out on one of my videos. Even though I like Alex Becker, and I told people to follow him, that was stupid what he said. I think Elio Trade said the same thing. That's horse shit. Everything will go down in the bear market. It's a bear market. Okay? So, yeah. Thanks for calling Benji and Brett for us. You're very welcome, Yasser. Yeah, we're doing very well with those coins. Good morning, Paul. What do you think about HBAR? Its time will come, but I don't think it's worth the opportunity cost to get into it right now because other coins are doing well while HBAR is kind of lingering on. So, as I told you before, maybe in the next bull market or later on this bull market, but there are other coins that will perform a lot better. I already gave you my opinion on base and Pepe Coin, but thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate you, man. And you did celebrate 20th super. You gave 20 super chats on a live stream? Awesome, man. Thank you very much. Not sure if they're all for me, but cool. Well done. Do you think Aerodrome will cover and still pump? I think Aerodrome's gonna go. Aerodrome will go up at some point once base token starts going up. Yes, I'm still holding a small position in Aerodrome. With a launch on Coinbase Wallet and retail coming in, I feel Brett can. I don't know if it can hit over $5, but it could definitely go high. Let's have a look what the price is right now. It's at 18 cents. Okay, so it's very possible. It's very possible to go to $5. $3 to $5 is very possible, but $2 to $3 is more probable. But let's see what happens. It can even go more. Yeah, just looking at the chart here, it can even go more, to be honest with you. It's a possibility, right? So let's see. I think it can do very well. Litecoin has some type of conference coming up. I think Litecoin, there's no point in being in Litecoin anymore. It's lost its use case or utility. Even the owner, the creator of Litecoin is not in Litecoin anymore. He left. So no, I wouldn't get into Litecoin. Where and how can we buy KRC20 tokens? That's something I haven't looked into yet. I have $1,000, but I don't know if that's even worth getting into this bull market, but we'll see. I have $1,000. I'm really confused where to invest. Should I buy dividend stocks or go for crypto? That's like saying, should I go for dinner or should I go for drinks? I mean, there's two different things, right? Dividend stocks probably won't give you the returns for $1,000 that you're expecting. I would stick to crypto in my opinion. Is holidays over in the USA? I'm not in the USA. I think Mike Tyson will allow him to hit the like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Dimitri says, you're just here to reassure everyone that keeps asking, is everything still bullish? Oh my God, should I buy, should I sell, should I throw it all away? I'm not sure what you mean, Dimitri. You're just here to reassure everyone that keeps asking if everything is still bullish. Are you making fun of the questions or are you making fun of me? I'm not sure. Oh my God, should I buy, should I sell? Oh, okay, yeah. So you're making fun of the comments. Yeah, I know, but it's normal, man. A lot of people, it's their first bull market. And a lot of people have invested, even though, here's the people, usually the people that get like anxious are not the people that invested a lot of money, but they invested a lot of money for them. So it's usually the people that invested a couple of $1,000s, which is a lot for them, which is fine, but they have high expectations from it because that could set them up for life. But people like that have a lot of capital, like a few $100,000 into it, yes, they're worried about it, but not that much, and will this pump and will that pump and stuff like that, because when you invest that much amount of money, you do a little bit more homework. I see this from my coaching calls as well, and you're more stable. You understand shit, right? So it's the people that invest $1,000, $2,000 and that want to get rich, that are going crazy. And there are exceptions, so don't get me wrong, but I understand it though, because this could like save them or do things for them and give them a heads up or a head start in life, right? So I understand it, man. What are your reasons for being bullish on GFL? Just because it's gaming and it's mobile gaming, and I think that's a narrative that will come and play at some point, so I think we should be in it as part of a gaming portfolio. So if you were to ask me, am I bullish on GFL on its own, I'd say there are other coins I would get into. But if you were to ask me, are you bullish with GFL being alongside of G-Swift, IMX, Pixels, and a couple of more gaming coins, Illivium, whatever, I'd say yes. How's it going, Paul? My question is, what do you put more weight on when you're deciding to get into a coin? I saw HBAR in your watch list, but I'm hearing recent drama. Well, I'm not looking at the drama as much, even though I take that into account. I'm looking at price mostly. I look at price and price action. And if it doesn't persuade me that it's going to go up and breaks resistances, then I'm not getting in. That's saved me many times. Pepe AE is next, not Pepe Coin. Pepe Coin, I think that's what I was talking about. If you had to pick one coin to invest for this bull run, with low risk Solana, with low risk Bitcoin. And I know, oh, it's only a 2-3x. Yeah, but you said low risk, right? Maybe Ethereum, Solana would be a third. Pepe Coin is the OG, is it different from Pepe? Yeah, Pepe Coin on Ethereum, I know what you're talking about. Pepe Coin is associated with Base AI, who are the original creators of Pepe Crypto. Base AI how can Base AI be the original? All right, I don't know much about it, Hank. I know Pepe Coin on ETH when it first came out. That's the one I got in. PNG, ICX, and Turbo. What about them? Turbo's a meme coin. We talked about it before. These are coins that take profits fast. That's all I have to say. When you make profits, take profits fast. Pepe Coin is the original Pepe. The Pepe that has a billion is a copycat. Okay. Brett and Benji did so well. Yep, we did very well in those, man. Like, congratulations if you got into Brett and Benji like I was telling you to. Like I was begging you to, by the way. You should do what you want with your money. Obviously, you should do what you want with your money. I'm not sure where that's going to. I'm thinking of trading my Bitcoin for Solana form more gains as it's good entry now. Yeah, but not all your Bitcoin, and there are other coins you can get into as well. Like, again, think of portfolios. So if you have $10,000 in Bitcoin and you want to take $3,000 of that into Solana, I would take $3,000 of that into Solana, ChainGPT, maybe AI Oz, or AI Tech if you prefer, and maybe a gaming coin as well, like G Swift or Pixels, right? And make a portfolio out of it. That way, if one's wrong and the other one does take off, you can get your Bitcoin back and so forth. It just makes more sense. I'm generally interested in VeChain. I think VeChain is the next bull market. We're not ready. In the last bull market, I told you as well, in this bull market, it's not ready yet for what they're trying to do. I'm not making fun of you. Okay. Many new people in crypto and many who have yet to join. Yeah, pretty much. I have to be a bit, I'm trying to be a little bit more cool because there's a lot of new people coming in. So I have to be a little bit cooler when I'm answering questions. That's very true. Completely understand. Thanks for responding. You're welcome, man. Any thoughts on Echelon Prime? No, I've heard about it, but I never really looked at it ever. Yes, sir, to be honest with you. And too many people are trying to look for too many coins. Generally speaking, you should only get like a couple of new coins now and then. You should have your portfolio set up by now from our videos. And you should get into a couple of coins now and then when we call them. And you should do great. You should do amazing gains. You've made amazing gains so far and you'll make more. But if you keep on going for every coin and this and that, there's no point. Everything will go up in the boom market, almost, right? So if you're stuck with your portfolio, you only want to get a new one now and then. And I only talk about the ones that are worth getting into, in my opinion. Completely understand. Thanks for responding. You're welcome. Any thoughts on that? No, okay. The pressure comes when you invest money you need or borrowing money to invest. Well, you shouldn't. Well, okay. You know how a lot of people tell you to not invest money you need? I think that's BS. I think you should. And I'll tell you why. Because most people will not invest otherwise. There's no one out there that says, I don't need $10,000. I'm going to invest. They're already rich and don't care. Or they're not rich, but they already have money. They don't care. But what you do want to do is define need. If you need the money to have coffee, go out, go to hotels, smoke cigarettes, fucking, I don't know, gamble, go for ice cream and shit like that, then no, you should invest what you need. Right? But if you don't have a lot of money and you have $1,000 a month or $2,000 a month or whatever, no, invest $500, take the risk. Now's the time to take a risk depending on your age. So invest that money that you need and YOLO it, because otherwise it's not going to make money. This is my opinion, by the way. It's not financial advice. Obviously, I'm not your financial advisor. But you got to invest. I invested money that I needed, but define what need is, because you'll be surprised at what you actually need and what you actually don't need. You don't need a new iPhone, right? You need to invest half of that new iPhone into crypto. You don't need to go out with your friends and get drunk every Saturday night. You can not get drunk every Saturday night or not drink as much and invest that in crypto. You don't need to go to hotels and fuck hookers now and then. Well, actually, maybe you do. So maybe you leave that one to the side. But generally speaking, we have to define, and that's a joke, by the way, obviously, but you have to like define what need is. You know what I mean, right? Thoughts on VeChain? I'm not in VeChain in this bull market, not yet. When Lambo? I'm never getting a Lambo Thiago. First of all, I have my motorbike. I have a small car. I've had Jeeps. I've driven and leased Porsches. I've had an RX-7. I've driven the new Rover when it came out, again on lease, depending on my job, right? I'm not interested. Maybe I'll get a car. I'll get like a nice SUV, mid-range. I'm not into that. I'd rather invest that money and do other things. Let me answer that different. You don't want to go poor trying to look rich. All right, let me say that again for you. You don't want to go poor trying to look rich. The only Lambo I have is this one right here. This is the only Lambo I have. Okay? This is it. Focus. Focus. And it's full of dust because I don't drive it that much. Right? But yeah, you gotta be careful. We need the hotel so we can hit the likes. If you like strippers and cocaine, hit the like button. Is that what you're saying now? Is that the new call to action? What do I think about Sui? It's okay. I prefer Sei. I prefer other coins. I'm not in Sui. We've talked about it extensively. It's funny how you catch yourself in certain comments to make sure you are joking when you laugh at yourself. Cool. I think, wait, it's funny how you catch yourself with certain comments to make sure you are joking when you laugh at yourself. I'm not sure what you mean though. Maybe, I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but okay. We're all good, man. Want versus need. Paul, if from here render do only 2.5x, I think it's better to, yeah, but we don't know if it's going to only do 2.5x though. Asset like Solana, well, no, because render can 4x, dude. I just gave what I saw at that point, right? Clockwise Crypto, my man, how are you? It's been a while, man. It's been a while. Guys, check out Clockwise Crypto's channel. He does technical analysis. It's actually pretty cool. Go check out his channel. You won't regret it, man. Also, while you're here, let me also add you as a moderator. Boom. If that is an original Matchbox Lambo, then it's variable. It might, I'm not sure if it is, man. I've had it for a very long time. All right, thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. Please hit the like button. Would really appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already and you like those videos and you like talking about hookers and you like talking about hotels with need versus wants in life. And I will see you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.